This is the Violent Professional Podcast brought to you by AriesClothing.com.
It's Mullet fucking Monday, everybody. Mullet fucking Monday. Fucking Mullet Monday. Starting that shit. We're going to have fucking Mullet Monday. It's going to be great. I'm recording it on a Monday. This is releasing on a Monday. It's fucking fantastic. Fucking Mullet Monday. I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to be a good thing. You got to prep for it. You just can't have Mullet Monday if you haven't been prepping for fucking Mullet Monday. You know what I mean? It's like No Shave November, but it's Mullet Monday. It might take you a while. I got the fucking mullet going. It's great. I looked it up on Google. Somebody said mullet in a comment one time. They're like, nice fucking mullet, asshole. It's like, that's a little bit aggressive. But I had to check. I had to do the research. I had to get inside the laboratory and I had to fucking make sure I wasn't fucking being an asshole. Turns out I was, because it wasn't a mullet. Google would tell me different. Told me I had a mullet. Even though I didn't shave the sides. Still got a mullet. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know, if the sky is gray, you're not going to call it blue. Because then you're just a fucking liar. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, moving forward, Mullet fucking Mondays here. I appreciate you joining me on this day. A lovely picnic we're having here at the Violent Professional Podcast. It's going to be amazing. I got to make a side note because I realized I was talking in this sort of tone. My buddy Mark, you may know Mark, he was talking shit about the way I fucking use this tone of voice. Well, guess what, motherfucker? I'm originally from New York. This is how we fucking speaks over there. Sort of. I don't talk like this all the time. It's just like I've been doing this in the fucking podcast studio. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this voice when I'm by myself. I don't have anybody to keep me in check. Got mullet fucking Monday going on. Nobody's like, hey, don't fucking do Mullet Monday. It's not a thing. But I'm starting it today. Mullet fucking Monday again. Mullet Monday. If you're watching the fucking YouTube video, I'm gonna put a little special fucking visualization on there. It's going to be fucking fantastic. You're going to love it. You're going to give this, if you're on YouTube, you're going to give this video a thumbs up. You're also going to fucking subscribe to the YouTube page, because that's what I need. Trying to make this gosh darn thing a fucking career. You know, trying to turn this fucking lemon into fucking lemonade for you, because I appreciate you guys looking at this or listening to this, you know, enjoying it or not enjoying it. I'm just glad you're here. So I hope you're glad I'm here, you know? And you might be asking yourself, hey, Mike, what's that fucking thing on your neck? I thought you were against masks. Well, guess what, kids? I can't go into gas stations in Washington State. They made it important to have masks here. I'm not for it. I'm totally against the whole thing. I think, and it's not because I think that Corona's necessarily bullshit. I'm not really afraid of it, but I am afraid of going to my favorite establishments to pick up a fucking Crispy Boys out of the fucking 33-degree cooler, because it's above freezing. You don't want your beer to be fucking freezing, but I do want to go there. And for example, I walked in today, and this fucking lady, nice lady, that would have been burned alive in the fucking Salem witch trials. For sure. At least today. If we brought her back from today, she got in a fucking time machine and went back, they'd be like, hey, burn her. She's a fucking busybody. She told me to put a fucking mask on. She pointed at her dumb face, and she was like, nah. And then I was like, oh, yeah, you're doing that thing because we're in Washington State, and there was a bunch of fucking riots that are okay. But to get beer at a gas station when I'm away from you, I gotta put on this fucking thing. So I do it because, while I don't believe in the mask thing, and I'm not one of those people that's like, you're violating my constitutional rights, I don't fucking care. I'll put on a goddamn mask. I'll go do it just to fucking satisfy, but I'm not gonna be happy about doing it. You can't take that away from me, motherfuckers. While you can kick me out of your fucking fine establishments, you can't fucking kick the hate of my heart. The hate out of my heart and your fucking dumb mask bullshit. But I will wear one, and I'm lazy, so I didn't take it off. It's been a few hours. I just kind of felt like a fucking camouflage cowboy. You know what I'm saying? So I kept it on, and then I was like, I'm gonna do it for the podcast, so I can talk about it because I need to fill up space, right? It's mullet Monday, growing the mullet out. It's been fantastic. I haven't really thought about it until today, and I was like, hey, I'm going to do a thing for the fucking podcast. I'm going to fucking talk about mullet Monday. I'm recording on a Monday. It's going to be fucking great. And you guys are going to love it. You're going to grow your mullets out. Send me pictures of the Von Professional at Von Professional on fucking Instagrams. Don't send it on YouTube again, or not YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube. But don't send that shit on Facebook. I'll fucking delete you if you go on Facebook. Facts. I hate fucking Facebook. And Instagram is slowly turning into that shit. This podcast, I realize we talk about a lot of things. One of which is Wikipedia. One of which is how I hate Facebook and how I hate all social media. It's a necessarily fucking evil. It really is. Because without social media, none of this shit would be possible. You wouldn't see this. What am I going to have a mom and pop shop where I'm like, hey, come check out my podcast studio? It's like, who the fuck are you? What are you selling here? What are you fucking selling? What is this? What are these microphones? What are you selling? I'm like, well, you kind of sit in the corner and listen to my fucking bros and me talk. And they're like, why the fuck would I do that? What the fuck would I do that for? That seems like a waste of time. Correct. But you're going to fucking do it and you're going to fucking like it. And if you're on YouTube, you're going to like this video. Regardless if you want to or not. It's bullshit. It's all fucking bullshit. We're just wasting our time here on the fucking planet Earth. It's spinning around, and we're just fucking wasting time. And that's what I'm doing with this podcast. I'm wasting your fucking time because you enjoy it. I know you fucking enjoy it. Don't you fucking lie to me. I know you fucking enjoy it. So hit like on this, on YouTube, or on the fucking thing you're listening. Like, stop you. Like, fucking, while you're driving your car, you just fucking go like, oh, you told me I gotta like it. And then you fucking swipe and shit and look down and there you got your kids in the back and your fucking wife and she's screaming at you because she would, if she traveled back in time, she'd be in the Salem witch trials as well as that fucking busybody fucking clerk. And you're just fucking driving. And you're like, God damn it, woman. Don't fucking tell me what to do. Mike told me to fucking like this shit. And you're like looking down at your fucking dumb phone and you fucking smash. You smash into whatever's out there. There's a lot of stuff out there you're gonna smash into if you like this fucking video or podcast episode, but fuck it. Give me the likes. That's what I want. Bathe me in that shit. Shower me in your fucking likes. I'll be happy. I'll be alive. I hope you survive your trip. But if you don't, thanks for being a follower. So I do a lot of things, right, in my daily life, much like you do, but I do different things. I'm not going to get into what those things are. One of those things is podcast, and one of those things is making sick beats. I don't really do that. I don't fucking make beats. I want to. I think it'd be cool to be a fucking DJ. You just fucking go, you just put your hand up in the air and you fucking people scream and shit and you make dubsteps and shit, if that's what it's called. No, but, I lost my train of thought. That's why I got this sheet right here that tells me what to think about. This is going to be an interesting episode because it's very all over the place. Like, I know what I'm going to talk about. I mean, I don't know where it's going. Like, I know what I talk about on every episode. I've got like an outline sort of, where I talk about certain things and I talk about sponsors and I talk about all kinds of shit. But there's no real, it's kind of like a keynote like I've talked about before, but there's no one's telling me what to say. It's just me free flowing. I have some stuff written down and then I fucking talk off those topics. But one of the things I'm out on the beat. I'm walking. No, I'm not walking. I'm driving. Okay. I'm out there driving. I was a little confused right here. I was driving out to fucking the town, and And I'm dropping off stuff at the fucking post office. That's what people do. They drop off stuff at the post office. And this particular dude you're looking at, if you're on YouTube, subscribe also if you're on YouTube. But I'm out there and I'm fucking just on my phone swiping and fucking clicking and tapping and looking at people and go, I'm doing that thing. I'm like looking at them and going, because I saw something that aggravated me. I'm like, these fucking people doing this thing. And I like, I'm sitting on my phone because I got to make the trip into the post office to deliver some stuff into the box, the receptacle where I put things. And I'm gauging, do I have to wear a mask? And there's a bunch of fucking things. They're over there telling me I have to. I don't agree with any of those signs. But there's a gym next to the post office. There's a bunch of people in there. And you look in the doorway, and there's a fucking sign that says everyone will wear a mask. And this is confusing because I look in the fucking window, the panes of glass, and I look in there, and everybody's in there not wearing masks. I'm like, how are you going to fucking run on a treadmill? How are you going to run on the fucking treadmill with a goddamn mask on? Doesn't make fucking sense, right? I know there's fucking people, and it's funny, like, you have people that are complaining, I can't fucking breathe in these things. They're fucking horrible. I've got a fucking health condition. And then they go inside and they're wearing those fucking altitude masks like fucking idiots. Yeah. So there's people in there that are fucking not wearing their masks. They're not socially distancing. There's like fucking beefcake dudes just fucking yoked up wearing stringer fucking tanks. They cut excessively fucking into excessive strings so you see their fucking nips. I don't want to see no dude nips. I don't care how jacked you are. I could look at the jacked dude and be like, man, he's got some fucking beefy nips. I don't want to see that still. Even if he's been working out his nips and they're asymmetrical. I don't fucking care. Put your fucking tits away. There's people in there, no masks, but their nips are out. How does that make sense? You're fucking in there, in the mirror, wearing a fucking mankini. You asshole. Put a shirt on, swole ass gorilla. You fucking swolrilla. What the fuck are you doing? Looking in the mirror. No, you're there to pick up chicks, you dumb fuck. Fucking getting all swole, jacked and tan and shit. Assholes. I hate fucking commercial gyms. I've talked about it before. I've talked about a lot of shit on these fucking episodes, but I don't like commercial gyms. They're a waste of time because it's like you go on the fucking Bowflex, you go on the fucking Thigh Master, and people are looking at you because you're not as jacked as them. I don't have any fucking nipples out. If you're on YouTube, you should subscribe, but if you're on YouTube looking at me, you see what I wear. This is what I wear in the gym. I'm wearing fucking flip-flops, board shorts, t-shirt. Getting the gun show on. It's fucking real. It's real. I'm fucking getting my fitness on. Fitness pizza in my mouth if I'm at fucking Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness, this fucking pizza in my fucking mouth. You got those assholes in there trying to just fuck chicks. They're like, look at my nips. I've got a string t-shirt on. You can see my fucking side ab, my nip abs, my nipple abs. They're doing the shit. They're just fucking doing tricep pull downs and fucking biceps. It's buy and try all day, all week, 7 days of fucking buys and tries. Just doing it. Not getting any of the fucking doctor, recommended fucking fitness advice. They're just in there fucking, just getting fucking swole, tiny ass legs, walking around on these chicken feet. Just fucking, how do they thinking? They're like, oh God, I might fall over because I don't know how I'm gonna fucking support. I don't know how my bottom half will structurally support my top half. It's enormous. It doesn't make sense. I've got these little pin legs because all I do is buy and try Monday through fucking Sunday. But they're in there trying to fuck chicks. Anyway, I'm looking at this gym. I went on this little fucking thing. But I'm looking at this fucking doorway. I'm like, there's nobody in there wearing masks. Okay. I look at it. I don't care. But then I see these two people come out. This fucking chick and her dude. I'm just assuming they went to the same car. I assume they looked lovingly in their eyes and they're like, man, you got a nice sweat going on. And she's like, you got one too. Maybe we'll go home and fuck because we're so horny from all the testosterone. flying all over the place. You know? She's got her swole on. He got his swole on. They're gonna go back and have monkey love in the shower. They wash all that shit off of him. Fucking lather up. He's like, oh yeah, you like my muscles? She's like, oh yeah, I love your muscles. And then they fuck in the shower. But anyway, let's talk about these fucking two fuck faces. All right, I didn't like their fucking attitudes. I saw it across. The dude's on his phone, like, not even paying attention. He's like, yup, as she's talking to him about some dumb shit about, we should stop by fucking Whole Foods and pick up some fucking chowder. Or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what those dumb fucking people talk about. Their relationships, some boring-ass shit. Like, seriously, relationship's dumb. You should all get divorces and break up with each other. Relationships are dumb, you know? Anyway, they walk out of the fucking gym and they're like, fucking dude's got his stupid phone in there, probably swiping right on some Bumble profile of some old elderly lady. A lady of the night, you know what I'm saying? And I noticed something about the girl. The guy was wearing one of those fucking stringer tees, and he shouldn't have. He looks as if he just learned about 8-minute abs. You know? Just learned about 8-minute abs, and he's in there in a fucking stringer tee. Hey. So anyway, they're walking out, and I noticed something about this chick, and I gotta ask the ladies about this, because the ladies that listen, I just don't understand it, because it doesn't make sense. I'll just describe her outfit. You know, I'm not a fashionista. I've said it before. I make t-shirts at times, but I don't understand her apparel. This fine lady comes out. She got a weird shaped body, by the way. It looks like a fucking banana. And I'll explain that. If you put a banana backwards and that was her stomach, the back curved part, like it was opposite. It just fucking looked weird. She looked like a fucking banana. I don't know how to describe it. First thing that come to my head, this chick looks like a fucking banana walking around in tights and a fucking hoodie. You know, picture that shit. But anyway, let me describe the situation. She's walking out, and I'm looking over at these two people for some reason, probably because I was looking at the gym, and I'm like, no one's wearing masks, like some asshole. But she's wearing these fucking tights. They're like leggings, I guess. And they're really long at the hips. So let me backtrack. When I was in high school, all the girls used to wear these black fucking tights or spandex, whatever the fuck it was. And they were like low cut, you know, because all the fucking fine ladies in fucking high school would wear these low cut, slutty ass fucking tights to get, you know, all the dudes looking at them and they're popular and all that shit. It's like that, where they're super low cut, where you can almost see the curvature, but it's all the way up her goddamn rib cage. It's not low cut. It goes all the way up. If you're on YouTube, you should subscribe, but look at it. It's right under her goddamn tits. All the way up. It's fucking like the waist goes all the way up, covering her stomach and everything. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? Now you're going to ask, how did you see that? Because she cut her fucking hoodie up to right under her fucking tits. I don't understand it. What was the fucking purpose? It's like, she like cut her hoodie and she's like, oh no, too much stomach. Can't show too much midriff. And then she's like, I gotta get these fucking tights. And she jacks that shit up so you can see her fucking camel toe. And it goes up under her fucking tits. And then you see this fucking cut off hoodie that's half of a hoodie. She's still got sleeves on. You think like of all the shit she's doing, you cut the sleeves off. Who knows? So ladies, if you're watching this, I probably lost you. I don't fucking understand that choice of apparel. I don't understand why someone would get fucking tights that go all the way up to your fucking rib cage, and then you're wearing a hoodie that you cut off. Like, it literally was cut off at the bottom of her fucking armpits across her chest. What the fuck is the deal with that? I don't fucking understand. If you understand it, comment on the fucking podcast. It perplexed me. You know, it was almost as perplexing as that fucking dude that was going, oh yeah, as he's swiping and he's fucking walking into traffic like some asshole into their fucking Prius driving away in their Prius. Very economical. Good for the environment. But those people are a waste of space. They look like fucking weirdos. I didn't understand it. I didn't fucking understand it. Maybe you comment below and let me know. Okay? Okay? You let me know what they're fucking doing. I don't fucking get it. I don't understand people. I think they're weird. Plus, I don't go near people. So, aside from that, I fucked that up because I was gonna say if I didn't say it, it was a long ass day, because with those fucking spandex hiked all the way up her fucking rib cage, makes it look like a long ass, like a 5-foot ass going up her back, like she had a back ass. It was from her fucking ass all the way up to her fucking shoulder blades. It's been a long ass day, all right. I'm not some creep. I don't just stare at fucking women that wear clothes like that, or some dude. If you notice, I talked about the guy as well. I'm a people watcher. I don't associate with people. I don't fucking like to talk to people because I don't want all their bullshit. But I am weirded out by people, and I'm curious, why the fuck are you dressed like that? You know what I mean? So anyway, let's move on. You guys into that Mary Jane? You into that Mary Jane? I'm going to tell you a tale about Mary Jane and what I experienced this past fucking week. It was actually 2 days ago. That's why I'm back on the binge, baby. Binge is back on. I go on these like binges of fucking drinking, partying at night, relaxing. Did you hear that on the microphone? It went boom, doom, doom. I get on these, I work really fucking hard. I try to make my business the best I can. I'm working really hard to fucking progress it. And so I like to have a cordial at night. A fucking cordial. And I like to have a set limit. I set my limits. I don't go overboard. I go, this is your cutoff. This is what you get for the night. Chill the fuck out. Don't wake up and smash your fucking house up. You're good. So if I'm doing it for too long, I'll go to the, it's legal in Washington. They got fucking marijuana stores everywhere. Pot shops. They're all over the fucking place. Seriously, like Starbucks. Every fucking corner there's a weed shop. There used to be people spinning signs and shit, but I think it was when weed just became legal in Washington. They're like, hey, there's fucking weed over here. They're like, fuck, and then you smash your car into them because you're like, we're over here, and you're fucking like, ah! Like, you fucking kill the poor little dude spinning the sign. But now you don't see that shit anymore. You just have pot shops. It's kind of like a gas station. You know where they are. You go to the one you like, and you pick up what you need. So, just, I try to switch off from drinking at night to, I don't like smoking weed, but I'll take these little candy things. They're like fruit tapes. And so like it helps me go to sleep. It gets my brain to stop fucking running because I've talked about it in the past, but like my brain will just create stuff. Like it comes up with ideas by itself, and I'll just, lately I've just been letting it go and let it do its thing, and I don't write shit down. I'm just like, God, I don't need any more work. And so I just let it go. I'd be like, that'd be cool. And then I don't do anything with it. It's kind of how it goes lately. But yeah, so at night when it's been like a few days or weeks of me drinking straight at night, I'm like, okay, switch it off. Take some fucking edible shit, and then stop wanting to drink, because that's what I do at night. And literally for me, I'll do it one night and it shuts off. I don't want to drink anymore. So I don't smoke it because I've had some problems with it where I just think you got to smoke the whole joint, and then I'm like, boo, and like the fucking dimension opens up, and it's like really quick, and it's usually like I don't even know that something's gonna happen, and then it's all of a sudden it's like, whoa, and I'm in my kitchen, and it's like, that's really far, and I start walking, and it's like, boo, real close. It's fucking weird. So I don't like smoking it, but I will do edibles, and it works with me because everybody has different experiences with it. I've smoked a ton of weed in my life, and it just doesn't. I've never really had a good time. I've had a few good times, but never really had a good time. So I started taking these. I first started after I got out of the military. I started taking CBD, and I saw the how wonderful that was for my anxiety and everything. And I was like, well, what if just instead of drinking and fucking taking CBD, I'd eat these things. And I started off slow. And the first time I did it, I was like, this is fucking great. This is not like what I remember when I used to smoke that ditch weed back in New York. And I got all fucked up and I'm upstairs, like just fucking tweaking out on this shit. And like, I'm just like, I've never really had a good time smoking because I never knew about like dosing and like, it was unregulated because you just get a bag, like a fucking sandwich baggie from some dude at high school. So now it's all different. It's all fucking regulated. It's all like dosed out correctly. It's very refined. It's done professionally, and it's just better than it was when I was a fucking teenager, right? So it's helped me. Like, for anybody listening, like if you are suffering with drinking too much, like I do from time to time, where it's just I feel unhealthy. I don't go overboard, and it's not super detrimental in my health, but I just feel shitty if I'm drinking for a few days. If I would suggest, like, maybe you try it if you don't have if you've already experienced it, like maybe try it and see if it helps you out. I'd say try CBD first and then gauge yourself, if you can handle your shit, then fucking have at it, But, yeah, so I started doing edibles, and it was great. It's been great. I haven't had a single fucking bad experience with it until fucking 2 days ago. And I've been having these fucking... So let me go back a few seconds or a few minutes. I've been taking these, like, fruit tapes. They look like the kid shit you get at a gas station or whatever, where it's just, like, candy tapes or fruit by the foot, essentially. And it's like these tapes about this long. If you're on YouTube, subscribe on YouTube, but you can see what I'm talking about. It's about fucking 4 inches long. And for me, I'm super sensitive to it for some reason. So I take half of it, and that's 5 milligrams. But it's enough to chill me out. I don't get all fucking loopy and shit, which is I don't really like. And so I took that. And then, sometimes I take the whole fucking thing and I'll watch some comedy fucking movies or whatever, like Step Brothers or fucking whatever. And it's great. I had a great experience. I go to sleep. Usually I take it right before bed and have some, good dreams and never really have fucking issues with it because it's fucking THC. It's not a big deal, But then, I got this other shit. It's still fucking edible marijuana, right? Still edible THC. And it was the same dosage. It was the same amount as the tapes. And I just it was a different consistency, though. The fruit tapes take a little bit more to fucking digest. But this one's like a jello pop. It's like a fucking jello. It's like the consistency of jello. I took this shit and I put it in my mouth. And it fucking dissolved in my tongue, and it fucking made me feel real nice in about fucking 45 minutes, which is not standard for me. And I fucking lost my goddamn shit, you see. Rudy! Theo! Anyway, that's the long story short. I fucking took this new shit that I found. It had some fucking psychedelic colors, crazy trippy shit on the outside. It's like, hey, this is fun. Try this. And it's like a fucking cartoon character on the outside of the box. They're like, you won't have a bad trip. And it's like all exciting and shit. I'm like, well, that box is crazy. And then I took it and it fucking digested. And it was really fucking quick because the standard is 45 minutes to 2 hours. For me, usually when I take the fucking, the fruit tapes, it's like 2 hours and I don't even know I'm fucked up and I'm just like it's kind of weird. Like the most crazy shit I've had happen to me when I took the tapes is I was in the shower. I was taking a shower, getting ready for bed, and I was like, whoa, this shower's tiny. And it felt like real fucking compact. And I was like, oh no. And then I fucking went to go grab the soap. And it was like, boof. Like it expanded out about fucking 2 miles. And I was like, how the fuck am I going to get the soap? This is outrageous. And then I got the soap because my arm stretched like fucking fucking Stretch Armstrong. And I got the fucking thing 2 miles away. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I stopped moving. And I was washing my body. I was washing my goddamn tits. And it went boof right back, and it was like, well, this shower's really small. And then I put the soap back, and it was like, boof, out again, and I was like, fuck, and then I realized I was high. I still didn't freak out. I was just like, get in fucking bed, stop this shit, get the fucking bed. It's going fucking viral on fucking YouTube. You hear that fucking song? SoundCloud rap artist right there. Get the fucking bed. Anyway, so never had really bad time on that shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's been fucking fine. That was the craziest part of it. Like, I've been fucking correctly, going up the fucking amount of dosage I could take. And then I took that Jello pudding pop little bite-sized piece. And let me tell you what fucking happened. It was not a good time. Now, it started off where I was just sober, and I was like, I don't think this shit's working. And as soon as I said that, it was like, it's fucking working. Oh. Like, I was like, oh, God. I was like, I fucking was sitting there, and I'm like, I think I'm having a bad trip. I fucking lost my shit. I started thinking of all the fucking crazy shit that was happening in my life. And it was really bad. And none of the same shit that was like happening, like where I'm stationary and then the fucking room's all small, and then when I move, I go, let me grab that pen, and it's like, boof! Like, none of that standard shit that fucking happened. It was just like, the room was the same size, and I was freaking out. I was having like some fucking anxiety, and I was like, oh, this is bad. And so I was like having this bad fucking time. And then I started thinking about how I was having a bad time, and then it got fucking worse. And I was sitting there, I was like, oh, maybe if I go to sleep, this will all wear off. Maybe it's just a dream. And it wasn't a dream, because I couldn't fucking go to sleep. Usually if I'm on that shit, I can fucking fall the fuck asleep. I couldn't fall the fuck asleep. My heart was racing. And so because my heart was racing, it was like, ba-doom, doom, 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 and it was going, ba-da-ba-da-da, you're fucking gonna die. And that was the fucking beat that my heart was making. And I was like, what if this shit is... I started fucking... My wheels started turning. I was like, what if there's something else in here? And I was like, no. I was like, what if there was a fucking Mexican... I started thinking about all this crazy shit. I was like, what if the Mexican cartel got this bag of weed and they fucking laced it with fentanyl? And I fucking just lost it, dude. I got up and I went downstairs and I fucking sat there at the fucking counter and I was like, I'm really fucked up now. And I looked down at my feet, which felt like they were 3 feet away from me, like from my eyes. And they went from 3 feet to fucking 1 foot. And I was like looking at I'm talking about my feet, but measurement. It was 1 foot away from my face. And I was like, I got big feet. And then I fucking looked at them and I realized my foot was digging at the fucking kitchen floor. Like I was a bull in a china shop getting ready to wreck that shit. And my hooves were fucking going. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, I'm really fucked up now, Josh. Who's Josh? I don't know. Tried to come up with a name. Should have been like, I'm really fucked up now, Timmy. And it was just like, who the fuck's Timmy? It was like, I thought you were Timmy. And he's like, I'm just a figment of your fucking imagination. You're gonna die. And I was like, ah! And I sat like, I just sat there and I was tapping the fucking table and I'm like, and I was like so energetic. I had so much fucking energy. And I'm looking at the box and I'm like, what the fuck is in this shit? I was like looking for anything that was like, there's fucking something else. Like I was like reading the fucking ingredients and it's like, don't be a pussy. It said it on the back. Or all the words change. You're a fucking pussy if you think there's something else in here. So I just fucking was like, I gotta go take a shower. And I walked upstairs. I had somebody else in the house and they're like, you're freaking me the fuck out. You're gonna be fine. Just chill the fuck out. was like, okay, I'm gonna go take a fucking shower. And I went there, let the fucking water just fucking rain down on me. Just fucking pour down on my body. All over my goddamn tits. And I was sitting there and I was like, okay, everything's fine. Fucking water, there's water. Enjoy the environment. And I got fucking, dried off. Took the fucking towel, whipped it under my fucking crotchal region and fucking started, just drying off the taint. And I fucking get some PJs on. Got these Batman PJs my son gave me. I still wear them to this day. It was fucking given to me on a Christmas. And I enjoy them. I don't wear PJs. I usually fucking just get in my skin suit and fucking slide under the covers. Slide in there all gleefully. I'm like, oh, I'm going to sleep now. 2 minutes later, asleep. I told you about that sleeping problem. I fall asleep too fast, I sleep too long. It's fucking crazy. So I'm in there and I'm trying to fucking, I get in the bed and I'm trying to sleep and I'm like, bah, and my heart's going, not today, motherfucker. And it's like, bah, get up. And I was like, ah, and I fucking get out of bed, go downstairs and I'm like, am I doing anything weird? And the fucking person was like, yes, you are. You're talking about being high. Chill the fuck out. And I was like, fuck, okay. And I was like sitting there tapping the fucking table like I'm fucking, so weird. I've never had this experience before. And I think because I had anxiety or something from the day of just being just working and stressing out, fucking emails and just fucking talking to people. So anyway, I decided I've got to go watch something funny maybe. And so I went to my room and I threw on a comedy special and I just couldn't stop fucking looking at the person, whoever it was. I remember I was looking at the fucking actions their mouth made. It was freaking me the fuck out even more. I was like, ah! And so then I went on Netflix and turned on The Office, and I just watched season 1 to fucking season 2, and I was just up, and I was like, fuck, because those fucking episodes are like 20 minutes long without commercials or whatever. So I watched all of season 1. I think it was like on episode 2 of season 1, and I watched the season 2, and it was like fucking 3 a.m. by the time I went to bed, and I fucking was still fucked up by it, but by the end I was calm, I was fucking chilled out, and I was like, oh, this is what I was supposed to feel like. Once I was about fucking, I don't even know how long, but I was like fucking 40 minutes into the fucking, or an hour or something like that. Then I started to chill out, and nothing bothered me, and I felt that fucking calming relaxation of the fucking edibles that I usually take, but it was fucking horrible. It was fucking horrible for the first whatever. I don't even know what time it was. I think I fucking transported into another dimension, a different timeline, and there I was. That's why I was freaking out. Took that shit. It was like, boop. I went into through a fucking wormhole, and I was out. I was like, what's happening? It's all fucking weird. That's what happened. So you got what you can take. What the moral of my story is: just fucking know your limits. All right, know your fucking limits. Know what you got to do in your life. Get help. Talk to people if you got problems. Enjoy your life and do what's responsible. Do the responsible thing. Take care of your life. Take care of your bills. Don't do too much drugs. Don't try new shit if you've never fucking tried it before and you don't know what's gonna happen in the drug realm. But what I will say, it just opened my eyes to the fact that, like, if I was to ever try, like, real hard drugs like DMT or fucking acid or shrooms, I think I'd try I've had shrooms in the past, but never a lot. I think I microdosed one time, very small amount, and I didn't really, nothing really crazy, but I would, I think I'd try shrooms because it's all becoming it's becoming legal now. So I think I'd microdose that. I think it would help me out. But I don't think I could get in DMT. That shit fucking scares the fuck out of me. I've researched it a ton. I've looked at a ton of YouTube videos, and I just don't think that's something that I could get into. But you never know, And definitely all the other shit, like the super hallucinogenic shit, maybe it would work with me because there's a lot of people that say that fucking marijuana smoking is better than edibles because they can't handle their shit when they're on edibles. But I seem to. Except for this last time. Don't let this last time let you know where I'm at. That's one time out of 50. I think those are pretty good odds. But I got this paper here that tells me what's the difference. So I think I'll educate you guys. So I don't know where I got it because I usually like the site where I got it, but it's off of fucking Google. Oh, I just hit the fucking microphone. It's off of Google, so that's where I'm citing. But smoking and if you wrote this fucking thing, please let me know where it's at, and I'll fucking credit you. But I don't think anybody that's wrote this is listening to this, so fuck it. Okay, so you guys want to know what the difference between smoking THC, marijuana, or ingesting marijuana is? THC. When you smoke weed, you inhale the THC through your lungs into your bloodstream. Your blood carries oxygen to all of your bodily cells through your heart and circulatory systems. Within a few heartbeats, the THC makes it to your brain, which can cause a high that begins instantly before you even begin to exhale. The highest you will be from the smoke session usually happens 15 minutes after you inhale and will usually be gone within an hour. So, for example, you instantly become high, whereas opposed to eating some shit, which takes 45 minutes to 2 hours, it's gradual, and then you don't know it's going to hit because most of the time I forget that happens, and most of the time people that do that forget they take it, which causes a problem because what I read on the Google box is that a lot of people will do this with each other, and then they fucking don't know that they took some shit because they forget, and they're like, or they double down because they're like, I'm not fucking high, and they don't know they're high, and then it fucking double hits, and then they're in this fucking area, and they're like, oh no, and then they're fucked. You know, they go into psychosis, they go into all this other shit because they took too much. While you can't overdose on THC, you can become fucking loopy. And like I was describing, I lost a sense of reality, essentially. I became psychotic for a moment in time. And that's kind of what happens. And people don't know they're taking because it's so gradual, 45 minutes to 2 hours, and then they'll double dip it, and then they're just fucking gone. So if you're going to fucking do this shit, be sensible, understand your limits, know all this shit. So when you eat cannabis-infused edibles, the THC travels into your stomach. So we talked about, let me go back. We talked about what it's like to inhale THC or smoke weed, and you get it almost instantaneously, and it goes away, 15 minutes is when you become the highest, and then over time it'll drip down, and you won't be high anymore. So when you eat cannabis-infused edibles, the THC travels into your stomach, liver, and through the rest of your digestive system before causing you to become high. The magic happens in the liver where the THC is transformed from delta-9 THC, which is when you smoke it. I'm horrible. I just hit the mic again. So when you smoke it, it's delta-9 THC. That's the compound that it's called. But when you eat it, it turns from delta-9 THC to 11-hydroxy THC, which is where the intensity comes from. 11-hydroxy THC is much more potent than THC and tends to cause more of a psychedelic type high, which is what I was experiencing. I had too much. I wasn't used to that fucking brand of fucking edible, and I lost my shit for momentarily because it's not that I overdosed. I took too much, and my tolerance was way low, and so that's where the problems came in. Essentially, my brain didn't understand what was happening. It's like confused because it's used to a certain amount. I've got a tolerance for a certain level, took too much, didn't realize it dissolved too fast. And thinking back, it's not that I took more than usual, it's that it dissolved too fast because usually it's like a fucking 2 hours, an hour to 2 hours before I start feeling anything with those fruit tapes. This happened within 20 fucking minutes. Like right as the digestion started happening. I don't think I ate during the day that much, and I think it went right into my bloodstream and I got all fucking loopy. So my body didn't know, I didn't realize it, and I just fucking lost my shit for a second. Unlike smoking, edibles also take much longer to kick in because you have to go through the whole digestion process before the metabolized THC is absorbed into your bloodstream and carried into your brain. That means you might have to wait anywhere from 45 minutes to 2 hours for edibles to kick in. Once the effect begins, you can expect to feel the edible high anywhere from 6 to 12 hours, depending on how much you ate. So, That's what happened, and it was not fun. 6 to 12 hours. I like the edibles because it helps me sleep. I do not like smoking because it doesn't help me sleep. It just gets me all fucked up, and then I have more of an experience about that kind of shit where I'm like, no, things are not right. That's what generally I experience when I smoke. But, so anyway, while edibles sound like the way to go due to the higher potency and longer lasting effect, dosing is everything. You can put yourself in hours of panic and paranoia if you take too high of a dose of edibles at once, or God forbid, in parentheses, you don't wait long enough for your first dose to kick in, so you double down. Smoking, on the other hand, is much easier to dose because of how instant the effects are. There you go, kids. I will make a note that eating edible marijuana is 5 times more psychoactive than THC. So, choose your own adventure. Essentially, that's what it is. You choose your own adventure. But you will not die if you're just sitting in a chair doing that shit. Just be calm. Think about this podcast while you're getting all fucking hopped up on the fucking Mary Jane. Just be calm. Listen to the soothing sounds of my fucking voice. It's gonna be okay. Anyway, it'll be fine. You'll live. I woke up the next day and I was like, I was a real asshole last night. I'm sorry. They're like, it's cool. I knew where you were at. Anyway. So yeah, I can't handle. God damn it, this microphone. So anyway, I probably can't handle hard drugs. I'm not even going to try. I'll just stick to my fucking fruit tapes and everything will be good. This is a little bit of information. This has nothing to do with any of that shit. But, checked out a fucking new space today. I'm super excited because this place we're in is a little bit cramped. It's a little bit smaller than I'd like. So, checked out a bigger space. It's everything. It's got everything. It's perfect. There's some red flags about it. I'm going to work through those. But this is your initial notification that I'm looking at spaces. For new spaces for the podcast, for all the other shit I got going on. For nonprofit work, for my for-profit work, podcast studio primarily because that's what I feel like is I need the most aesthetic appeal for the podcast because the fucking other shit I do is messy. I go out of town from time to time. That doesn't really involve the fucking space. But the space I looked at today is real nice. So you met this fine couple. They have this warehouse that's attached to other warehouses. This space you walk in is immediately this giant office. And it's carpeted and it's all gray schemed. Let me go back. So the fucking building is gray and red, and it reminds me of all my favorite color scheme out of everything I've done is gray and red, and so it's like right there, it's like fucking perfect. And you walk in the place, and there's obviously a place to shit, so the guests don't have to shit in the fucking plants. Shout out to fucking grandma's boy, if you know what I'm talking about. It's got a bathroom. You can shit in there right when you walk in the door. It's got a fucking another room right there, a tiny little fucking room. And then there's the giant office, carpet and whatnot, and then a warehouse section in the back. This is all fitting my criteria of what I need. But there's some shit to work through, and I got to check out some other places because in the past I've gone to fucking warehouses and spaces, and I'm just like, this will work, and I fucking get it because it's available. But I want to do better. I want to fucking pick and choose because if I'm going to move forward with any of my business with the podcast and anything, I want to have a fucking awesome space, and it's got to fit every fucking requirement that I have in my brain. I want to have certain things. I want to have certain accessibility, seclusion from the public. I want to be able to have guests there, make them feel comfortable to podcast and make it a very awesome experience because in my life, I want to have awesome experiences. I don't want to have shitty experiences, and I've had a lot of shitty experiences in my life that have influenced the fact that I want to have awesome experiences. I want to give you guys a taste of that. So that's what this YouTube shit is. That's what this podcast shit is. That's what all this shit is. It's fucking for you. It's also for me. I want to enjoy my life. I want to have a good time. If I'm going to fucking dive balls deep into work, I want to involve my life in it. I want to fucking have a great time. And hopefully you guys understand that by now. That this isn't just a business. This isn't just a podcast. This is me giving a piece of my life to you, essentially. So, the space was awesome, but I still have to work through some details with it. I got to talk to the people that own it and eventually, hopefully, sign some paperwork here soon. And then we'll have a fucking, a tour of it on Patreon or on YouTube. Who knows? But if I got to say this as I wrap up all this fucking nonsense I was talking about, if you believe in this podcast, you signing up on Patreon will help out with the move. It will help support the new space. If you're already a patron, and you're just doing the $1 or $5 bid would be awesome, or a fucking pledge would be awesome. Every little bit helps, so I'm not shitting on anybody that does a $1 pledge, but it does help the more you help out with that, because we're going to be taking a big risk here, moving into a bigger space, and I need all the help I can get. So at the minimum, please like this video if you're on YouTube. Please subscribe on YouTube. Also, please like this clip on any of the podcast listening platforms you're listening on, and download it, because apparently downloads help. I didn't know about that. I just like to put out content, and then I look on YouTube and like, hey, what are podcasts? And it's like, you got to have downloads. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll tell people about it. So please download this episode onto your phone, then delete it later. It helps me out. Like, you can download it, the stats get fucking registered on the podcast, and then you just delete your shit. And that helps me out. Give a good like and a comment on this episode or on the video. But please subscribe to anything you're listening. If you're listening to this, subscribe to the fucking thing you're listening on. I appreciate it. Because I looked at it the other day. I looked at the stats, and there's a bunch of people that listen all the time, but they're not subscribed. So 50% of the people that listen are not subscribed, but they listen habitually. Every time an episode comes out, they listen. So it's past me, because I don't understand how they're doing it. If they're not subscribed, how do they get notifications? So put on bell notifications, subscribe, all that shit, and I would appreciate it. Thank you. It helps us grow. Even if you're not on Patreon, if you're not patreon.com/violentprofessional, you still help us grow just by listening. That's a fact. And so I appreciate you. But if you do want to help us out more, help us grow, get your name on the YouTube videos, get some cool shit like the stickers. If you're on YouTube, you can see this. I'm sending these cool stickers out to fucking patrons. They get packages of that shit. They get t-shirts. They get all kinds of perks for being on Patreon. And if you do go on Patreon, you help us out that way. It fucking helps us grow immensely. Yeah, so the move is going on here soon. Hopefully in the next 3 months, I'll have a new space. And we'll be doing some tours, and it's going to be awesome, because I'm trying to expand this fucking shit show. But thank you for listening. I'll close this out by saying go follow Core Concepts. It's a Kydex company down here in Washington. I said down here in Washington. They're up here in Washington if you're in the South or somewhere else. They're in Washington, down in Vancouver near Portland. They're a great company. They've they took a chance with us, and I truly appreciate it. You can go on coreconceptsus.com. Use code VIOPRO, get 10% off all their Kydex shit. They make holsters, Kydex stuff, unique. I think they have a donut holster. They've got all kinds of cool shit. You can get some custom work done there. It's KOREKONCEPTSUS.com. You can follow them at core_concepts_official on Instagram, spelled with K's. Core and Concepts has K's in the beginning. Find them on there. Tell them we sent you, and tell Logan, the owner, say I love you. There's 2 people over there. I think they're dual owners. You can go to ariesclothing.com. Prime sponsor this place. Use code VIOPRO, 15% off your order. That's all the time. And then to really help us out, go, and you want this shit too. You just want it. You're sitting there all fucking tired and shit. You're a tired ass bitch, you dumb fuck. You're like, oh, I'm so fucking tired. I was up doing fucking Thigh Master at the gym. You know, talking about my stringers and shit, looking at my goddamn nips in the mirror, because I don't give a fuck about working out. I just want puss. So you're out there fucking working out. You need that fucking energy boost. You go to fucking strikeforceenergy.com and you use code EVILVIBES. EVILVIBES, because all vibes are bullshit unless they're fucking evil. Well, if you use that code and you know the fucking other vibes are bullshit, you get 20% off your order. Now look at this, kids. If you buy $35 or more, which I know you're gonna sign up on that subscription and get that shit delivered every fucking month. You don't get the first of the month. You get it delivered first of the month. You still help out the podcast. You get and you spend $35 off. I totally fucked that up. I'm at the end of my ropes with this podcast episode. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do this fucking thing. So anyway, if you spend $35 or more, you get free shipping. Couple that with your fucking subscription, you get free shipping all the time. It's fucking dope. I get the pump bottle. I don't know if I told you. Do I have one back here? No. I have a subscription using code EVILVIBES, and I get 20% off, and I get free shipping because that shit's fucking over $35, and I get it every month. You know, I like Rockstar, those rehabs. I don't like any of the other Rockstars. I like Red Bulls from time to time. I also like Monster, Recovery. Those are good as well. But when I'm done with that shit, I got a fresh, tasty bottle of fucking Strikeforce Energy in the mailbox, and I just fucking take that shit and I pump it in my asshole because it's got that convenient fucking nozzle that goes right in the butthole, and it jazzes me up. I don't suggest you do it. Don't try this at home, kids. But, you know, at least get on the subscription. Get that going, all right? And then, again, if you want to support the podcast more than you already are by listening to this, watching this on YouTube, you can go to patreon.com/violentprofessional and then pledge your life force for as little as $1. Submit your will to the OLP and join us on the Violent Professional Podcast team. I hope you guys have a great day or night whenever you're listening to this. If you're fucking masturbating in your bedtime and your mom's tucking you in, it's super weird. I'm not going to judge, but thank you for listening. And I hope you have a good night. And invoking the spirit of Mark again. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.